Mic check, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Hip Hop Snapshots. I'm your host, Ross Martinez. In this episode, we're spinning the record and dropping the needle on a moment that changed hip hop forever. Today, we're talking about the scratch and a young man named Theodore Livingston, aka Grand Wizzard Theodore. Grab that milk crate, take that seat. It's time to talk hip hop history. Before scratching was a staple, before DJs were seen as artists, before technique really had its own name, a kid named Theodore Livingston was messing around with his brother's turntables in his apartment complex while his mom was in the other room. He was only about 12 or 13 when history changed. Headphones on, music bumping, the volume was way too loud for his mom, so she busted in the room yelling to turn that mess down. And in a panic, Theodore put his hand on the record to stop it. But then something happened. The record moved while he was holding it, backward and forward, and a couple more times, just out of panic. In a moment where he's scared by his moms, he hears something out the corner of his ear, a rhythmic percussion sound that wasn't part of the song. It was a new sound, but it felt like it fit. It was unplanned, unpolished, and unscripted. It would become known as the scratch, and it revolutionized what it meant to be a DJ, and it changed hip-hop. A small mistake out of panic changed hip-hop forever. Grand Wizzard Theodore wasn't just a clever nickname, it was earned. He took that accidental discovery and turned it into an art form. He made that turntable talk, scream, laugh, and groove. Suddenly, DJs weren't just selectors, they were musicians, innovators, and artists. He didn't just scratch, he invented needle drops, perfected back cueing, and influenced generations of DJs who saw the decks as instrument, not just technology. And when we're looking at the family creative tree that he birthed and people that got inspired by him, DJ Qbert, Mixmaster Mike, Jazzy Jeff, and A-Track, some big names, and every other scratch battle champion DJ who ever dared to move the crowd with a flick of the wrist. His name is etched into the sacred scrolls of hip-hop, not just because he made something cool, but because he taught us something timeless, that sometimes mistakes can birth magic. And sometimes a spark you're looking for is already in your hands. You just have to discover it, whether intentionally or by accident. So whether you're mixing music, you're spitting some bars, you're tagging up some canvas, or you're just scribbling in the notebook, don't fear the stumble or the mistake or the error. Lean into it. Loop it. Remix it. The moment of chaos that you're going through might just be your moment of genius. All right. With that being said, that's been another episode of Hip Hop Snapshots. I'm your host, Ross Martinez. Hopefully you took away from this that even in moments of chaos and uncertainty, you can look for that silver lining. And you got the magic in you. You just have to mess around and find out. So until next time, stay inspired, stay curious, and above everything else, be hip-hop. I'm out. Peace.